Yo, what's going on, everybody? It is Straight Out of Boston, and today I'm back for episode number 22 of my Pittsburgh Pirates franchise series here on MLB 17 The Show. Getting towards the end of the month of September, not playing great baseball, but we do take 2 of 3 from the Cubs as we inch a little bit closer to the top of the division, now beating up on some bad teams like Milwaukee, some cellar dwellers, and just like that, we pulled a half game ahead of Chicago now. After that Milwaukee series, playing St. Louis now, a team that's above 500 but still not that great this year. We take 3 of 4 from them, and now we're a full game ahead of the Cubs entering the final weekend of the season. So a couple games against Cincinnati, we're going to simulate the first few. We win the first one 9-0, and then we win game 2 7-2. Still just a game up, Chicago keeping pace so far, but now with a win here today on the final regular season game of the year, we have a chance to clinch the division, taking on the Cincinnati Reds. We've got Tanaka on the mound. This game was about as much of a layup as you could get in professional baseball. We're facing the last place Cincinnati Reds. We've got the potential Cy Young Award winner on the mound. Home game, final Sunday of the year. I mean, really shouldn't have a problem winning this game, but we will see. Big things are on the line here. A win means that we win the division. A loss, we could still win the division if the Cubs lost, but if we lose and the Cubs win, it turns to a game 163 to determine who will win the division and who will play in the wildcard game. Homer Bailey on the mound for the Reds today. You can see not a very impressive season out of him. He serves up that fastball right down the middle to Marte, who takes it to deep center field and gone right out to the shrubbery in center field. As Marte, his 22nd home run of the season, as he gets things going here for the Pirates, making it 1-0 early. He started to catch fire a little bit towards the end of the year, definitely got his hitting numbers up. And you'll see Marte throughout the game make some good defensive plays in center field. People have sort of talked to me about possibly moving Marte or Polanco just because those guys have both sort of struggled at the plate in the first 2 seasons. But Marte provides so much value defensively and with the base running, I don't think I could really ever afford to move him. And Polanco has actually been pretty good this year, especially with the bat. I think he's got his OPS up over 800 now. Here's a nice play by Alan Hansen at third base. So Hansen came back. He's fully healthy now, back from that fractured forearm. And I actually moved him to third base because Forsythe's defensive numbers were looking pretty poor at third base, but he had good defensive numbers last year when he was playing second base for the Dodgers, so I'm thinking, also look at this bat flip by Tanaka. I thought that was hilarious, but anyway, Forsythe had a lot better defensive numbers at third base, or at second base, so I put him back at second base. Hansen is good enough defensively to kind of move around the infield without really too much trouble. He can play shortstop, third, second base, all, pretty above average, I would say. So I wasn't too worried about moving him to third base. He made a nice play on the hole earlier in the game. Here's Crawford back, tracking the ball to shallow center. A nice play by him, as that's not an easy play for the shortstop to make. 5th inning here, still 1-0. That's a strikeout for Tanaka on the high fastball. Didn't really have the strikeout stuff working this game, but lots of ground balls, lots of weak contact. Cincinnati not really mustering too much up on offense. Here with 2 on, it's Polanco flying this one to shallow left. That is going to be playable for the left fielder and caught, so the inning is over. On to the top half of the 6th we go, and it's a full count. Tanaka with the pitch. This one is blooped towards center. Look how quickly Marte gets to this ball. That is not really an easy play, probably not a blooper that would fall, but Marte got to that so quickly he didn't even have to make that catch on the move. That was how quickly Marte got to it. That's what I love about Marte. He's just so valuable in so many ways. Thames, deep right center. That ball is way gone. Absolutely jumping the high fastball right there. Thames has gotten it going. He's had a very, very good season. OPS still up over 900. That's home run number 27 on the season. 455 feet. Unreal. That was an absolute bomb. Looking for the high fastball. He got it, and he did not miss on the pitch from Homer Bailey. That one into the skyline there in Pittsburgh as that goes over the park, maybe into the water. I'm not too sure. Not really the great angle for the water, sort of going right center more than just right field. Here's Crawford hitting one to right field, but look at the diving play by the right fielder. This was a very nice defensive catch by the Reds. Now here we go. 8th inning. It is top 8. Jacob May up. He is going to ground this one down the right field line for a base hit. Granderson over to plate. May's going for 2. Granderson's throw is not in time. Looked like maybe it was in time, but the tag just didn't get there. So now a man on with 1 out. This ball going off of Tanaka. Everybody's going to be safe. So it's 1st and 3rd with 1 down. Now the Reds threatening. Next batter, ground ball just in front of the plate there. Third base side, Tanaka off the mound. Throw to first in time. A run does score, but a very nice play by Tanaka to get the 2nd out of the inning. But the tying run is still in scoring position for Scooter Gennett, who takes the splitter looking for strike 3. And that is going to do it. Tanaka out of the inning. as his day would be done. 8 innings, only 1 earned run. Now Cody Reed on for the Reds. Thames up. Does he have another one? This one's hit to deep right field and gone into the bleachers. His second solo home run of the day. His second home run in as many at-bats. Eric Thames getting hot here towards the end of the season. As I mentioned, home run number 28. Doing it off of a lefty, no less. Not something he does too often. But he gets the home run right there. On to the 9th inning we go. Felipe Rivero facing Joey Votto. He strikes him out on the slider. Another lefty due up next. So we keep Rivero in there. 3-2 count. And that's another strike 3 swinging on the 97-mile-an-hour heater. 2 down. Now it's Will Harris's turn facing the right-handed batter. 1-2 count. Strike 3 swinging. And Pirates relievers strike out the side in the 9th. We pick up the 3-1 victory. And the Pittsburgh Pirates are 2018 NL Central champions. 105 wins on the season. The Cubs would end up winning their game 162. So we had to win this game to avoid a game 163. But we did just that. A 3-1 victory over the Cincinnati Reds. Like I said, that game pretty much a layup. I thought I was going to do a little bit more offensively after Homer Bailey, especially after the leadoff home run by Marte. But whatever, we got 3 home runs, we had 3 runs. Didn't matter, we got the win, that's all that counts. So the regular season comes to an end. We will face the winner of the wild card game, which will be a matchup between the Chicago Cubs and the San Francisco Giants, 2 pretty good teams. Giants, of course, the team we played in the wild card game last year. Taking a look at the awards, Polanco wins the Gold Glove. I was very surprised to see Strasburg win the Cy Young over Tanaka, but Strasburg also had a very, very good season. Also had more strikeouts. Here looking at the NL WAR leaderboards, Crawford with a huge 7.5 win season for us. Polanco 5.4 wins. He actually had a really good second half. And remember, he was hurt at the beginning of the year too, so that was 5.4 wins. Probably could have been 6 wins if he had played the whole year. Cervelli had a 4.3 win season and only 285 at-bats. I don't even know how that's possible, but I guess his defense is just that valuable. You see Thames there with 4.2 wins, and then we have a couple 4-win players in Marte and Granderson sort of rounding out the leaderboard with the top 50 here. But Thames a huge season for us. And then Granderson doing in only 383 plate appearances. That was a huge signing for us. He provided a really good role as that fourth outfielder for a while, and then has sort of taken over as the full-time right fielder since the All-Star break, about really since early August, I would say. Taking a look at the pitching, Josh Tomlin, huge year out of him as the 5th starter. Ivan Nova had a huge year. Cole and Tanaka, I mean, we really got great pitching out of everyone. Tyone struggled sort of towards the end, but the other thing I noticed is pretty much all of our pitchers had better ERAs than FIPS, and that kind of goes back into how good of our defense, how good our defense is with Crawford, Marte, Polanco, those guys. I really think it's a huge benefit for us to have those guys out there, and they really seem to benefit our pitchers this season. So that's going to do it. Hope you guys enjoy. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the playoffs.